Check 55, Mike. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He'll get this off DTN. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Room to run past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And the Titansons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Rolling to his left. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals on one play have taken the lead. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Unitas. And that is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, Unitas steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So here's Vic following the interception. Buying time to it. Vic loses the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. There he goes, right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic out to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and inches, Vic. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He's just got to be Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat. An onside kick to begin the game. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. On play action, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Open man right side, it's Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Operating from the red zone now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. CeeDee Lamb there to make the grab. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Newton. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now it's Newton. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Justin Jefferson, 60 yards. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And this is now a 1-point game. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. Touchdown, Bengals. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Here's Newton. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Lamb. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it an onside kick.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Newton forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. This is caught inside the 15. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On second and a long way to go. Newton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. Rolling to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. As the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Prater for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Mahomes steps away. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the foot. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. From the 50, Newton. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. 20. 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TV.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
On first down, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
They'll live to fight another down, right?
Touchdown, Falcons! Judy, 47 yards. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive. And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has it.